Hey everyone, now we're just going to quickly discuss what I'm finding that it's very going to be, I'm hoping, and in my opinion, what I'm seeing is might be helpful for our kids and our youth. One, I want to say peer mentoring. Peer mentoring is going to be something where you build that relationship with that youth who's struggling. You see, youth, when they're in the system, for the most part, have lost trust. They've lost trust in us as adults, us as parents. So for them to trust, you got to be able to relate. You got to be their buddy to a certain degree. They want the authority. They want these things. And when we pacify things or we do what they call a band-aid approach, it doesn't really solve the problem. A lot of these kids that go through it start to build up a resilience. And with that resilience becomes a lot more responsibility and burden on their shoulders. So let's give them a way to release. If you talk to an adult or a youth who's gone through certain things and you get to the core of it, they will tell you, for the most part, they wish that they could tell other people not to do this, or they wish that they want to change things. But then the problem becomes is when they don't get the help or the resources by the time they leave the system, it becomes just a dream to them, a pipe dream. So what we have to do, I think, is we got to empower kids. We have to empower them to make choices where we're not making them for them, but realize there's consequences. A lot of you have heard all this, but it's for real. It's actually what it's about. I talk to the kids. I ask them and tell them that they're actually teaching me. I'm learning about them, right? And you can build that rapport with them where kids will be, when you hear them talk about their feelings or emotions, and even if it's just hypothetical, they're smart and they're releasing, they express their emotions. Sometimes they'll self-harm or hit themselves, and sometimes they want to talk about it. And that's their release. So let's encourage that. If they're not going to be in school, let's encourage a hands-on opportunity. Be it in carpentry, whether it be a lot of trained carpenters and all these other trades that can teach this. We can do this without worrying about dipping into pockets all the time. There's programs out here we can create for these guys and these kids that just, why can't we get some carpenters together, have them build little wood projects and sell them, right? It gives them work experience, it gives them hands-on experience, but yet they're making money where they feel independent. I'm generally seeing this, and that these kids do not feel any sense of independency at all. They feel that their lives, and so how they act out is they run away. They take control of their lives again. There's 3 things I said when I was a kid and why I did the things I did, and in society's view I was a bad kid. One was power. I felt I lost my power when I was a kid, so I was trying to get my power back. I need to be in control. The other thing is fitting in. When you're a kid, especially youth, there's not a lot of credit given for what you have done. There's more attention on the negative that you do. You get the courts, you get the probation officers, you get all these social workers, you got that attention, you've got somebody listening. So for me, that's what it was about, right? There was a little bit, I need to fit in because I didn't fit in with the good kids because I was in foster care. So everybody assumed I was a bad kid. So I had to live up to that expectation. Everybody's different. I believe in that. Everybody handles things differently. But with youth, there's a general commonality about their behaviors. And it's not going to work for everybody, but I'm thinking that there's got to be, if what we're doing now is not working, why keep adding on to it? Let's go with something. Let's go back to the beginning, right? When people were people and people talked like human beings and nobody was better or less than the other one. And that's all I'm saying for our kids. I'm telling you, if somehow we can get this out there and we can all start figuring this out together, I think the change could happen in our youth and the way we perceive, especially when we see our kids are out of control and bad. There's something, I'm not saying every kid's perfect, but there's something in there that, let's look at why they're doing what they're doing, right? And a lot of people are starting to do that, and I'm really happy about that. I just want to talk about it. This is my feelings about it. You may agree, you may not agree, and that's okay. It's just my opinion from what I see. But I'm going to keep advocating for it because I'm going to advocate for just a better way. Doesn't have to be my way, just something, right? Anyways, guys, so that's, kind of where I am now with working with the youth and what my life was like and why I do what I do. And I love you guys' support. Thank you for everything you guys do and watching my videos. And It's just bringing out awareness, and that's what we're about. So much love. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.